Yeah, you got clapped. I can't even. That was the clapping.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. It's been a while since we've seen it be that bad in the top 8, but
Yeah.
sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes they just got your number. They got you in the Rolodex. Like, they know exactly where to call, man. But with that said, we're moving on to the next one. Stingray versus Santy. All black, everything in the colors here, and they're doing it too.
Yeah, man, they're getting right into the mix. This is like what I like to see, man. No one's really stepping back. You said we got the Hattori. It's looking like Halloween out here, to be completely honest. But
I know.
yeah, Santy and Stingray, man. Okay.
And this is weird because Santy's always been kind of like the player on the come up in the same way that Stingray is as well, but Stingray is much more recent than Santy is. Santy has been that player that's perpetually on the come up. It's like Void, you know what I mean? It's like, when are you going to win one? And then finally it happens, but Santy still hasn't had that moment.
Very interesting to see a Queen Nai this far, though. Thought this character seemed like she kind of fell from grace like a long time ago. But looks like we might be back in the mix.
Yeah, that used to be the Hermison. We saw Stingray whip out the Queen Nai in the previous tournament and take a game versus Kosalix, but that was kind of it. He plays Queen Nai extremely weird. His Katars are some of the most ratchet Katars I've ever seen. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. He goes for like one hit, then Sig. That's it. That's his entire mix-up. That's his game plan. And surprisingly, it works, though. Not to take any credit away from him, the weird style works.
Yeah. I mean, I really, for, you know, just off aesthetics and what they do, I really do like Queen Nai's Sigs. Like, she got the step back down Sig. She's got a nice Sig that pokes in front of her. She's got a nice Sig that pokes above her. Like, they cover good. Right there it is right there. Neutral Sig poking right above her. They cover a good area. It's just, you know, some of her stats just be kind of lacking.
Yeah, she's just slow, right?
Yeah.
You can even see it whenever Stingray jumps, how slow Queen Nai drifts through the air plays a huge part in her viability, because a lot of the times she'll get sent off stage, and that speed stat will be crucial for her not making it back. But what she does have in our arsenal that we saw Stingray use to great effect twice there is that D-Light into neutral Sig, and especially at the higher percents, it becomes a true KO confirm.
All right.
Tested it myself.
Okay, neutral air. Try to get another one, but it has to get back down to the ground. And we are just doing that, man.
Smoke.
Uh-oh. The rattlesnake, man.
Ow.
Stone cold.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Hey, man,
Let's go.
You got to know the song though to put the snake back into the urn. You know, you got to charm.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I feel like the snake is definitely very angry right now. No charming being done just yet. Finally gets the stock off though. So he's starting the song up. You know, he's warming it up, but will he be able to finish the song? Because that's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, bro, you got to get to the beat drop. Because right now it's a little too slow. Stingray able to find the Qatar recovery to get the KO off the top. 530 damage in comparison to Santy's 381. That's a decent chunk more for Stingray there, right? Santy didn't have the answers in that last match, and Hattori, it's kind of a clash of worlds there. You have Queen Nai, which is essentially the immovable object, and Hattori, which is like the unstoppable, or rather not the unstoppable force. Well, no, yeah, exactly that. The unstoppable force. I thought I had it backwards for a second, but no, that's exactly what it is. But now we have a swap over to Asuri, which is going to be a great matchup pick for the Queen Nai, just because not only do you have the speed, but the Gimp potential is so much higher now.
And you can see, Stingray try to circumvent a little bit of that. If you saw this defense or the stance they went to the speed stance, get a little extra point, lose a bit of that already high defense though, so nothing too much to worry about. Just trying to keep it a little level on the speed stat at the very least. Okay, hold on now. These hairs are definitely finding their marks on these Qatars.
Okay, I like that. Goes for the D-Light. Oh my goodness. Santy just kind of, that was, yeah, you get to throw the taunt for that. That was just a perfectly executed read on Stingray's movement and dodge options. And once it comes together, you see a beautiful sequence like that.
Yeah, I mean, he just slowly but surely racked it up on him. It was just like twos and fews every time until he finally got that last hit. But yeah, he's right back to doing it, man. He keeps finding these two pieces, just racking up the damage like slowly but surely. Hold on now. Got the wings out, but oh, nice catch.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's great, right? Because he catches Santy so high up there that even though normally that wouldn't have KO'd at that damage range, that little extra boost gave him exactly what he needed. And Stingray, another D-Light into Ensig, just able to rack up this damage and compete with a legend that a lot of people are very quick to write off.
Oh, Jukes.
Oh, he needs to get the touch. There we go. Lands. Wow, the last part of the rapid jab there. Another, oh my goodness, wow. And that's the mix-up too, man. You'll see a lot of Queen Knights go for the neutral light and then immediately side sig, waiting for the dodge in. Because Queen Knight, you know, trying to chase some of those further dodges out can be a task.
Man, it's crazy too. If you're looking at it, I mean, this first part of this game started off with this Asuri really just running through Stingray, aka the Queen Knight, but now we are at a slight deficit here, getting close to getting the deep orange or the deep yellow now, hitting that orange.
Yeah, and that gap is monumental, right? Because this is Queen Knight.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much damage to make up for here because of how high her defense stat is. Santy needs to get a juicy string, and I mean juicy.
Wow, and that. He's like, yeah, man, you probably think I'm going to go for another down sig. Absolutely not. The neutral sig is here. Finds him on the jump. The snakes are talking.
Yeah.
Got some things to say.
Could not find the string, man. He needed like that prime ribeye combo, and it was just not, it was not available. Stingray, he's making this not work, man. We're seeing Santy just go through the entire legend selection, right? Now we have Kaya. He's saying, all right, clearly being faster wasn't enough, so let me just be as hard to kill.
Yeah.
Right now he's on this Kaya, who also has a very high defense stat and also has a spear.
Yeah. Another character I haven't really seen a lot for, but I do like the aesthetic of this character. Just not good with the weapons that they are using. So, you know, me and the bow have never got along since after Ember. So, like, you know, Ember came out, I was like, this is nice, and then after that, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
All changed. That's when the Fire Nation attacked. That's why Kaya looks like Katara.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we go, though. Stingray trying to do the best that he can, and it's paying off, man. Santy is just not able to keep up. The Kaya pick seemingly making no difference. We haven't even seen him land much, if any, hits with that bow, really. He's just playing as passive as he possibly can. Finds a neutral air right there. Another neutral air going to try to keep Stingray in the skies, and it's working out. Another neutral air. Don't let him fall. Queen Nai cannot drift quickly left to right. That's the speed stance playing out right there. You don't have a lot of mix-up potential when falling down, and Santy finally was able to find an opening. I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect
try to
that.
slide in there. I like the idea. You know, maybe he was gonna try to get a little extra space, but unfortunately, honestly, if you would have released it a little earlier too, might have been able to find the stock or the hit as well. But either way, I like the turnaround here.
Just you up? That's all I said.
Yeah.
It's like the answer is not. I'm not. I'm asleep. So with that said, I mean, Santy.
That was the Steph Curry shot from the moon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Still thinking about sinking that three. So, oh, okay.
Man. He just keeps it nice and simple with the guarantee stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the single hit and he just waits for the read. And then he gets that extra damage because he got that read too. So, sent off the top almost. High defense kicking in. Not going to kick in the second time, but regardless, still got a decent amount of damage here on this Kaya before we move on to this next stock of Stingray.
Oh, and Santy there wanted to get a little bit more of a string. Would have loved to have seen him try to weapon starve Stingray there, but now Stingray does have these Katars. And honestly, Stingray's Katars, he's been getting like a couple hits in and then immediately swapping over to the spear, right? Like he doesn't stay on it for long. If anything, he usually just finds a KO with the recovery on it and then switches right back to the spear. He's going to queue up another one right now.
All right. Yeah, keeping the spear on deck. The spear definitely has been carrying him very far. Not to say that his Katars haven't done much, but it seems like he's obviously favoring the spear because he sees the amount of work that it's doing.
Man, Stingray plays so weird, man. There's 2 times there at low damages where you got filing side airs, and every single spear player would go for a neutral light after that, but not Stingray. Instead, he resets and goes for the read, and Stingray, in the time it took just for me to describe his ability to play, immediately is able to take care of Santy. Like, that wasn't even a close, really, match at all, right? We were talking about how Boomy and Wrench was kind of tough, but that was also a wash. He had him soul searching, dude.
The clappening part 2? Jesus.
The clappening part 2, man.
Yeah, man. It happens to the best of us, man. You know, sometimes you get in these games and you're just like, I'm kind of lost in the sauce right now. So, Stingray definitely had all the sauce there, and he will be moving on to his advanced to the top 4 here? Or top 6? We'll look at that.
Top 6, right? Because we're in losers quarters now, right?